Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I know it's been a while. I've had a hectic week. Had some kind of crazy allergy. It caused my face to swell, and then my aunt passed, so I had to deal with that. But I'm back now, and welcome to this morning's edition of Morning Tidbit. I'm Luciana Turner. I am your Chief Compliance Expert and the founder of the LT&A Consulting Group. I'm going to start this morning off with a conversation I had with someone last night. We kind of jumped on a late call. We're working on our proposal effort. And she and I started talking about contracting readiness. Now, the topic of today's morning tidbit is utilizing and recognizing your voice. Now, she presses me to do a lot more work around contracting readiness because a lot of people are not contract ready. They just don't recognize that they aren't. And I have a lot of conversations with people that want to get into government contracting, but they just aren't contract ready. They are drawn to government contracting because, quite frankly, it's talked about a lot. It's talked about as a way of getting lucrative opportunities to work with, quote, one of the world's largest clients, as a way of it's almost talked about like a as a get rich quick scheme, if you pardon the pun. But in my opinion, it's not talked about properly. There's very little talk around contracting readiness. And I think it's because people think if I get certified, then somebody's going to give me something. People stumble upon their first contract and they think I'm contract ready. People hear, they attend these events and they're like, okay, if I get here and they get in front of people, somebody's going to hear my name and hand me a contract. People don't even understand the proper way to attend these contracting events where there are contracting officers there. The contracting officers are not at these events to hand out contracts, they're at the events to answer questions. They're at the event to put a face with the name. They're at the event to hear your voice. And if you sound like everyone else, if you are afraid to be a unique voice in the wind, then how are you contract ready? So, over the next few weeks, I'm going to talk about contracting readiness, but I'm going to talk about it differently. I'm going to talk about it from a perspective of leadership, a, t- I'm going to talk about it from a concept of business readiness. I'm going to talk about it from a concept of what you need to become mentally, emotionally prepared. Then I'll talk about it from systems. I had a conversation with a woman that I think would be a dynamic government contractor. However, in her mind, she wants to do everything quick, easy, and free. When she told me that she was turning down business because she didn't have the money to hire the team, I was like, okay. So she wanted to do grants. But, okay. But grants are not truly free money. Grant writers you have to pay. So you need a mindset that says I must sometimes take on debt to pay for a solution that I do not have in house so that I can get to the final destination. That's a mindset. But people don't have the right mindset. So you're not grant ready, you're not contract ready. No one is going to write you a $50,000 grant. Nobody's going to write you a $50,000 contract and then get paid in the event you win. Because what if you don't win? Then how is that person supposed to get paid? These are the things I'm running into when I'm talking to people that want to enter the government contracting arena, when I'm talking to people who want to um, win grants, and they're really shocked, and I don't know why, that they can't get people to write proposals and grants for them for free, or write proposals and grants for them and get paid after the award. That's not how it works. And quite frankly, that's a major noncompliance. It even tells you in the documents that the cost for preparing the document cannot be paid out of the award. People aren't ready. Grant Thornton did a study, and I quote this study often, but they did a study. The last time I saw the numbers, it was 2016. I need to look up the numbers again. It roughly costs you 10% of whatever opportunity you're pursuing to pursue that opportunity. So if you're going after a $200,000 contract or a $200,000 grant, it costs you roughly $20,000 to pursue that opportunity. So I don't understand, or I'm trying to get you to understand, it will cost you to pursue that contract. It will cost you to pursue that grant. Are you ready? That is all a part of the contracting readiness. It's all a part of the grant. It is all a part of being a government contractor. I was looking at my analytics the other day. When I talk on certifications, my numbers jump. But when I talk about the meat and potatoes of what it takes to truly be a government contractor, my numbers drop. But then that goes back to a question that I ask often: are you committed to the commitment? Everybody wants to talk about certifications because for some reason they believe being certified is a guarantee win. Somebody's going to hand them something at the end of the day, and that is not true. So I just want to close this morning with this. There are so many ways you need to become contract ready. And once you're contract ready, you can become a top tier government contractor within your own right, however you define top tier for your organization. That is a definition that you must determine for yourself. But there is a readiness that must take place. And part of that readiness is finding your voice and learning the questions that you must ask, and learning that there are questions to the questions. So, with that, I will see you tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. for another installment of Morning Tidbit as we continue the conversation around contracting readiness. Have an amazing day.